It's news time. Information is power. The current. The news headline. Igbos will lose support if 1 week sit at home is implemented. Ohanaeze Ndigbo. Ohanaeze Ndigbo Worldwide has called on the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, to cancel the 7-day sit at home order plan to commence from November 5, 2021, noting that the implementation of such will hurt all Igbos. The Igbo Apex Group gave the warning in a statement signed by its Secretary General Mazi Okechukwu Izuguzoro on Sunday. According to Izuguzoro, the order will cause them to lose Igbo support and also give the APC opportunity to win the election. The statement reads, Ohanaeze Ndigbo Worldwide has declared that any declaration that unleashes untold hardship, the collapse of commercial and industrial activities, a boycott of Anambra election, and interrupts the academic calendar in southeastern states is viewed as nonsensical, absurd, and anti-Igbo agenda for the enemy's amusement. You can't enslave Ndigbo for 1 week without backlash from them. It is time for Igbo to rise to the occasion and end being trampled with orders from overseas by those without any investment in the southeast. Ipob should discern that there have been self-determination struggles in Africa before now. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in jail. Never in the annals of history of the movement against the apartheid was starvation, anguish, and catastrophe unleashed on black South Africans by ANC. It is an impulsive and reckless experiment against Igbo to order them to observe 1 week sit at home when it is obvious that Nnamdi Kanu will not be released without the approval of courts. Secondly, Ipob declined to learn from the blunders and mistakes of former MASSOB leader Ralph Uwazurike on the boycott of population census of 2001, which made Igbo the majority minority in Nigeria. Attempts to boycott Anambra elections evidently will favor APC to win Anambra elections. Ipob should revisit and nullify the 1 week sit at home, or they will likely lose the support of Igbo henceforth. Ndigbo must participate in Anambra and nothing should stop it. Ndigbo should ask anyone enforcing the 1 week sit at home if they know the plight of common people who are street vendors on perishable goods, artisan motorists, market traders. Furthermore, Ndigbo should check out the investment of those calling for 1 week sit at home. If proponents of the sit at home don't have any visible investment in the southeast, then it is time for Igbos to retreat from observation of the sit at home and defy it from henceforth. And these are the words from the Ohanaeze Ndigbo going against the 1 week sit at home order by the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, which was announced by Ima Powerful. So our lawyers, journalists, families, and supporters of Nnamdi Kanu were denied access into the court premises by security agents who kept them outside under the scorching heat of the sun. What a humiliation and wickedness. We cannot accept that anymore. We can never allow our leader, Onyedu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to be tried secretly, and we can never allow him to be tried under Sharia law under any disguise. Nigeria must follow international laws in handling our leader. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS dungeon today because of his passion for Biafra independence, and we must sacrifice all we can to ensure that he regains his freedom. He has sacrificed so much for us, so we must all be prepared to sacrifice little for him. Unless the federal government releases him unconditionally on or before November 4th, we shall sacrifice 1 week for him as a warning protest to convey to our oppressors that Nnamdi Kanu represents over 70 million Biafrans. He is innocent of all the charges preferred against him. As long as he is in detention, our individual businesses do not matter so much because he is suffering for us all and we cannot abandon him. We seriously regret the inconveniences this may cause, yet it is necessary and needed to make until our full independence is achieved. Nobody residents in Biafra land is expected to flout this directive, as doing so amounts to challenging the will of the people on the Biafra project. This 1 week sit at home is to also let our oppressors understand that we are not going to tolerate any plan to torment or abandon our leader in DSS custody through frivolous court adjournment. Any plans to subject him to trauma in detention through long adjournments while real terrorists and mass murderers are having fun across the country cannot fly. Nnamdi Kanu must be freed because he committed no crime. Asking for a referendum so that Biafrans will decide whether or not they want to continue as part of Nigeria is no crime. He should not suffer for seeking justice for his people. We have also been enslaved and caged enough by the Fulani-controlled federal government of Nigeria and their allies. Therefore, if we shut down Biafra land just for 1 week to secure our permanent freedom, it is worth the sacrifice. Everybody should brace up for this sacrifice so as to ensure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is actually free from the dungeon of which the federal government of Nigeria under the Buhari-led administration has kept him suffering. And this is Emma Powerful, the spokesperson to the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, saying that as regards the October 24th trial, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was, tried to respond to 7-count charges, the refreshed 7-count charges that were filed against him, of which he pleaded not guilty. Therefore, the indigenous people of Biafra has agreed again that they will be going on a week-long sit-at-home order to show solidarity with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, saying that because the federal government seems to be playing some tricks on them by refusing the lawyers and supporters of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu access to the court, which was quite unusual and not legal, saying that this is actually seeming to be a Sharia law in disguise, and that they will not take this. Therefore, they will be going on a week-long sit-at-home order as a warning protest to the federal government of Nigeria that nothing must happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and therefore he should be released unconditionally on or before November 4th, and except that happens, that they will be going on a sit-at-home order, and all Biafrans should understand that this sacrifice is needed to secure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has sacrificed a whole lot for them, and therefore from November 5th to 10th, there will be a sit-at-home order across all Biafra lands except Sunday, which was meant for worshiping God. Thanks for listening.